Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. We are here with a new foundation try-on video, and I've been seeing this Revolution Skin Silk Luminous Serum foundation go viral recently on Instagram. I'm not actually really much on TikTok, but on Instagram and YouTube mainly. People have compared this to an Armani Serum foundation or Silk foundation or something. I've never tried it. And other people have been comparing this to Laura Mercier foundation, which again, I've not tried. People have compared this to the Armani Silk foundation, Silk Skin foundation or something, and then other people have been comparing this to a Laura Mercier foundation. I haven't tried either high-end foundation, and sometimes it feels like such a huge amount of money to be spending on something that you possibly might not like. So I thought, well, let's give this one a go. It's a drugstore foundation, drugstore price point, although the drugstore foundations are getting pricier these days, including Makeup Revolution. This was like a good £10. And this is in the shade F12. Now, the one thing that I do have to say, Makeup Revolution is terrible for their shade ranges, and especially terrible with the shade ranges that are put out in physical at the drugstore. I feel like sometimes on their online website or online you can find like in between shades, but at the drugstore you can only find like the whole number shades, so it'll, you know, go from like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think up to maybe like 14 or something. I think there are only 2 or maybe 3 darker foundations than this, but the shade range is absolutely ridiculous in the sense that there's a huge jump between each shade, and the undertones are always just very difficult. And I've heard that Makeup Revolution is under new management, so a lot of people have been harping on about the problem with their shade range for a long time. I'm hoping that with the new management they can work on this. So yeah, Makeup Revolution, I know you're not watching my video at this point, but if you are listening to your customers, please improve your shade ranges. It's just such a shame, because if a formula works really well and you don't have your shade in that range, like, you're not going to be wasting money and you're not going to be spending money to you know, purchase stuff from them. So let's crack into this. Enough babbling, and yes, I am pretty excited to try this. I just hope that the shade range, you know, doesn't throw me off. Superdrug did have testers out which you were able to try. Now, because this is a serum foundation, I'm hoping that you will be able to get away with a, you know, not so matching shade, because they tend to be a little bit thinner. It's not like a full-on coverage foundation. Packaging is absolutely beautiful. It's a glass bottle and it has a pump on it as well, so A+ for packaging, like F- if I could give that for shade range. Let's see what the formula is like. I'm also going to be dipping into a new foundation brush. This is something that I got off of Amazon. However, it is a Sephora foundation brush. So this is the Sephora 70, and it's the Pro Foundation brush, and it looks like a very nice dense kind of a brush, and I love these kind of brushes for foundation. I just feel like the coverage is so much better. The way that it blends things out, I feel like it's a lot more flawless. So let's give this brush a whirl. And yes, I do need a mirror. Just give me a second. I'm really annoyed because that just didn't film. I basically put the foundation on and I've blended it out. It was probably like half a pump. I am going to go in with a bit more because I want to see how much the coverage can be built up. This is very much a light coverage foundation, I think. So I do love the glow that it's given, but the shade is definitely off. It's a lot more cool toned, pink in my opinion to my skin tone, but because the coverage is so light, I think I can get away with it somewhat. But yes, I mean, I'm a olive neutral kind of undertone, and I was just saying when I realised that I'm not recording that there is a common misconception that Asian girls can't be olive undertone. You definitely can. I definitely am. I definitely have shades of green, undertones of green in me. So let's pump out a bit more. And this time I'm just going to go in, so that's a full pump, about a full pump. This time I'm going to go dipping directly in with my brush and pick up some on the brush directly, and we can go in that way to see if that helps to build up coverage. So I do have some spot scars here, which I don't think it's going to cover up in all honesty, but it's worth a try just to see what it will do. Okay. It is building up a little bit, but you know, I don't think the coverage is anything spectacular. It's definitely light, it's not even nearing medium. It's a difficult one because I know that a lot of people like light coverage foundations, especially for kind of like daily wear. But in my eyes, if I'm going to take the time out to wear a foundation, I think I want it to be at least medium, at least light medium. Like I want some kind of coverage, which I don't think this has really provided any coverage at all. I'm going to just apply the rest of this onto my skin and see how much we can build up on a full pump. Or technically it'd be like a pump and a half that I've got on now. Right, so that is about a pump and a half. It's definitely giving hydrated vibe, but I'm just looking at my skin, and yeah, it's very light coverage. I know there are people who like a light coverage foundation. Now, I don't know if it depends on the way that you are using makeup. When I'm wearing makeup, I am mostly getting glam ready, like to go somewhere. And I think I definitely need something that is more coverage than this. Like it's barely covered any of my, dark scars, pigmentation. It somewhat has evened out the skin tone, but again, the shade isn't really my shade. So that's a minus there. I think if you're wearing foundations daily, like maybe to work or to like run errands every day, then maybe I could understand the thought behind a light coverage foundation. I mean, this is light, like it's not even light medium. I think in my eyes, I definitely want something that's more light medium if I'm gonna go out of the way to put a foundation on. But I don't know, I think there's definitely use for light coverage foundation. That's what I'm basically trying to say, but I don't think I'm the right person for it, because when I am putting makeup on, like I said, it's for glam moments, it's for me to go out. I'm definitely wanting something with more coverage than this, so it's a difficult one. It's definitely given a really nice glow, but I don't think I quite understand the viralness behind this, because the shade range is ridiculous. Therefore, all in all, I don't think this foundation is really for me. It's way too light on the coverage, although it has given my skin a really nice moisturized, hydrated, glowy. I wouldn't call it glass skin, because glass skin is definitely a lot more hydrated looking and very reflective. So it's given me good hydration, like a serum, like I'd expect a serum to, but it's got just pigment in it, and I think, yeah, I'm not really understanding the hype, to be honest. I am just looking up close in my mirror as well, and I'll zoom you guys in. It's a serum foundation, and the pigment, I don't know if you guys can see, it's already settling really quite deep into my spa lines, which I wouldn't expect such a light coverage foundation to be doing. Like, there's barely any pigment, but it's just settling into fine lines in the wrong areas. Like, it looks a bit odd on my chin, above my lip, like where I got a bit of dryness. It's like the pigment is choosing to almost settle into those kind of dry areas. So I'm actually a little bit disappointed, because I was expecting, with all the hype that I've been seeing, to really like this foundation, but I don't think it's for me, and that is a bummer. That's a really big bummer. But yeah, I think I don't quite understand why this product is so viral and so hyped up. I have prepped my skin really well. I've moisturized my skin really well with 2 moisturizers before I went in with this foundation as well. So if it's doing that after I've prepped my skin really well, I just hate to think what it would look like on top of, you know, unprepped skin, or not well prepped skin, like if you're in a rush or something. I just don't think this is the most flattering foundation for me. Oh, the closer I'm looking into my skin, the more I'm seeing, like, it's just clutching onto like dry patches and stuff really unflatteringly. Unfortunately, I don't think this is the foundation for me, which is quite sad to say. Firstly, the coverage is way too light for my preference. Secondly, calling it a serum foundation, it's not going anywhere deep into my skin. Like, it's getting into my fine lines, it's clutching onto dry patches really oddly, and I would expect something better from something that's claiming to be a serum hydrating foundation. So no for the coverage, no for the way it's sitting on my skin, and no for the shade range. And that is quite a disappointment, seeing as how viral this foundation is going. Revolution, please, you have amazing products out there. I love a lot of your eyeshadows. I love a lot of your other, you know, like lip products, cheek products. But when it comes to the foundation ranges, like, you please, I don't mind if the formula doesn't work for me, because the formula, you know, tends to be based on skin type and, you know, oily, dry, whatever. Not every foundation formula is going to work for everyone, but the thing that should be working for everyone is the shade range regardless. And so please work on it. But unfortunately, this is a no-go for me. I don't know how I'm going to use this product up. I will give it another go. Maybe I need to just let it settle down into the skin a bit more. Maybe I need to go in with a bit more of a hydrating primer, or like a primer mist or something. But I will give it a second shot. Maybe I'll change my mind. So I'll be trying this out over the next few weeks. But my first impressions at the moment, not so great. And this is why I like to try foundations on my just skin prepped skin, because firstly, you don't know if formulas are going to mingle well with some other primers and stuff, but they usually will work well with well moisturized skin. So if it's not working with well moisturized skin from the get-go, from the base, then I do have little hope. However, I'm not going to let my first impression put a dampener. I will try hard, and this is the thing about me again, if a product doesn't work for me, I do try hard regardless. I will try hard to try and find a way to make this foundation work. But yes, I will let you guys know how I get on in a future makeup review kind of a video. But at the moment, unfortunately, this foundation is a no-go for me, but I am going to give it my best shot. Applying a little bit of a lip product, because my lips were looking hella dry. Now, this is something that I've been trying out recently as well. This is the e.l.f. Black Cherry viral product that was supposed to be like a Clinique dupe. I haven't actually tried the Clinique one, but yeah, again, these viral products, I don't know. I'll try the Clinique one and see, but when I tried this one on, I was like, why is this such a hype? But then I kind of do understand it. I mean, it's a beautiful product. It makes my lips look so luscious and beautiful, but was it worth all the hype? Like, I don't know. A lot of the times I'm trying stuff out and I'm like, I want to be on the hype with these things, but I don't know, maybe the more I try it out, the more I'll understand how the product plays, how the product works, and it will become a viral product in my mind. But anyway, we are going to close this video. I didn't report on this foundation brush. I want to keep using this foundation brush with foundations that I actually enjoy and like, and see what that does, how it works. But all in all, I mean, it feels like a really nice brush. It's super soft, although it is nice and dense and compact, and that's the way I like my foundation brushes to be. So because the foundation was a little bit of a negative review, unfortunately, I don't want to comment too much on the brush, because I do want to try it out with foundations that I like, so that I can give it the thorough kind of a run through. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed my little review, and I hope you enjoyed this little video going over the Skin Silk Viral Makeup Revolution foundation. I will see you guys next time. Please do subscribe and show me your support, and I'd love to hear in the comments, what would you guys like to see on my channel? There's a lot of makeup channels out there. Probably, you know, it wouldn't hurt to add another brown girl in the mix, but I mean, what do you guys want to see? Do you guys want me to do like first impression videos like I did today, hauls, you know, reviews, or would you guys actually like to see me go through like a makeup look, and actually, you know, watch me kind of go through my, I don't know, daily makeup routine or something? Like, what would you guys like to see? I'd love to know. So leave your comments down below and I will be looking through them. And yes, I hope you guys will subscribe and like this video and share this video if you you know somebody who was irking to try this foundation out and they are a similar skin tone, similar, you know, skin type to me, which is a dry skin, by the way. If you didn't gather from the beginning of this video of me telling you I moisturize really well. But yes, I will see you guys soon, and I hope you guys have a lovely day and a lovely week ahead, wherever and whenever you guys are watching this. And yes, always let the light in and let your creativity flow. Bye.